Welcome. We're back. Another day in the market. Pretty fun day. We're in for, I hope, a fun week as well. But we'll see. A lot to talk about this stream. I wish I had more energy tonight just because of how amazing today was. But honestly, didn't sleep too much last night and I had a really busy day today. So I'm going to try my best. It's most likely going to be a shorter stream. I'm also not sure if we're going to be doing taker requests this stream. I think I might just cover, because there's a lot to cover. I might just cover like everything for probably like 40 minutes or whatever it takes. And then after I'm done, I might just get out of here for the night. 99% of streams, I do taker requests for like half an hour. Tonight, I'm just not sure if I have the energy to do taker requests. But yeah, thank you all for 2,700 subscribers. We're only 20 subscribers away from 2,800. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And we got a lot to talk about. While people are hopping into the stream, I'm just going to explain the whole entire format. I'm just going to first start off with Bitcoin and the other crypto trades. That'll probably take me literally 3 or 4 minutes. After I cover that, we're going to be talking about the overall market and my thoughts on the stock market. That should take me about another 5 minutes. And then after we do that, we're going to be talking about Clover. We have a lot to talk about on Clover. We're also going to be talking about Fisker, a lot to talk about on Fisker. We'll talk about AMC as well, which had earnings. We'll talk about SOFI, which could be breaking out. Then I'm going to recap the ongoing trades, and we'll probably take it from there. But yeah, let's see what we got. Just starting off with Bitcoin. Amazing. That's the easiest way to put it. Bitcoin is currently almost at 46K. It just was over. It was almost at 47K not too long ago. So Bitcoin has been a monster ever since 32K. If you're watching my stream, okay, I streamed on July 21st. Go back to my stream from July 21st. I talked about this bullish engulfing candle at the bottom of this wedge at 30K support. I think there was like divergence on lower time frames or something, but on this day, literally the local bottom, I was saying that it looked pretty bullish. We got the breakout. We ran up to 42K, pulled back down to 37K. Now we ran up again, and believe it or not, Bitcoin has closed its first candle over the 200-day moving average since May 18th of this year. So in almost, 3 months, this is the first time Bitcoin has closed over the 200-day moving average. So really good for Bitcoin. I really think anything above 41K on Bitcoin at this point is bullish. That's your support now. It used to be a resistance for the past 3 months. You're above it now. So you just want to hold above 41K at this point. But just to really quickly recap the crypto trades, they're doing really, really well. 2 of them hit their targets over the weekend. Dogecoin hit its target for a 46% profit in a couple weeks. At this point, the target was hit. It actually pulled back a little bit after hitting the target. It's in the middle of support and resistance. Your support on Dogecoin is 21 cents. Your resistance is about 30 cents, and you're kind of right in the middle. So I'm pretty neutral on Dogecoin. I think it really just depends on what Bitcoin decides to do. Moving on, another crypto trade that hit its target was Atom. It hit the first target for a 40% gain in a couple weeks. But it actually could be breaking out of the supply line, and that hopefully can get to the second target, which would be a 56% gain. We also have Chainlink, which is up about 58% since the entry. Already hit the first target. And then NU just did something pretty interesting. Currently, this crypto trade is up about 22%. But like literally an hour ago, it was up 50%. It got so close to the first target of the trade. It came up to 33 cents. The target was 34 cents. Literally an hour ago, this trade was up 50% and just pulled back pretty harshly. But hey, it's still up 20+%. A little bit of a violent pull there in like an hour after a really big move, to be fair. And then finally, just to finish off the crypto, we have FIL, which is, I think, the most recent alert I put out. I put this out, I think, last week, and currently this trade is up about 20% since the entry. Still looking good. Anything above 55 I like on FIL. So crypto trades are crushing it. If you're wondering where these trades are coming from, join Discord. The link's in the description. Otherwise, follow me on Twitter at ChampionVibe, and that's where I kind of talk about all those. But yeah, let's talk about stocks now. Really interesting day for the market. For anybody who's just hopping into the stream, just want to say it again. Probably going to be a shorter stream than usual tonight. Just going to kind of cover the whole entire market, talk about Clover, AMC, SOFI, Fisker, and I might just get out of here, not doing ticker requests tonight, most likely. Maybe I'll do a few. I'm not too sure. It just depends. I have pretty low energy right now. But yeah, let's talk about the overall market, and then after that, we'll talk about those other tickers. Let me just take a look at the chat. Steven says the CLOV play was money bag. What's up, Mehdi in the chat? Sunny says CLOV was beautiful, man. Thank you, champ. You got it. Vishal says CLOV is just starting. We got Cheddar Freeze. Shout out to Cheddar Freeze in the chat. Jack says, is it illegal to use US stock trading sites for the VPN from the UK because all the UK ones have limited options or high fees? I have no clue, unfortunately. You could probably look it up on Google, but cannot help you out there. And yeah, make sure to hit that like button. We got 40 people in here. If you didn't watch it already, I did a stream with Tar Heel Blue, another YouTuber, this morning. It was really, really awesome. There was over like 100 people in the stream from the majority of it. If you didn't check it out, basically I just talked about technical analysis for a couple hours. Both of us talked about Clover and a bunch of other tickers. So make sure to go check it out on this channel if you missed it, because I know a lot of people are working during the day, so you might have not seen it. It's still there. Just search up Tar Heel Blue on YouTube and you'll be able to watch the replay. But yeah, let's talk about the market first off. It was interesting. Looking at the indices, it wasn't a great day, but for a lot of the swing trades, it was a great day. If I look at the weekly sheet, which is just kind of a rough way. That's correct. I'm really tired. It's a rough way for me to kind of just judge how the swing trade ideas are doing that I've put out. It's pretty good right now. And really the last couple weeks have been pretty mixed. So street is looking pretty good again. Obviously we had those crypto trades hit their targets, but the majority of trades are up, and only 5 out of 27 are down. So yeah, pretty good across the board. Most tickers are in profit right now, or just around the even point. It was just a really good day for growth stocks and mid caps, like ARK type stocks like we were talking about. And if you watched my stream, I think it was maybe last Wednesday, I talked about how the ARK was breaking out and how that could be good for mid cap and retail stocks. If you watched that stream last week, you shouldn't have been surprised when you saw all these mid caps and retail stocks having a pretty good day. Because today what we did on the ARK was we once again back tested the breakout, and then we had a push up. And kind of the opposite for the Russell 2000, and it was actually down 0.5%. So you might have seen some small caps lagging today, but mid caps doing really well today, and then large caps kind of doing nothing today. Just kind of looking at the ETFs and the indices, that's what I read. In terms of the NASDAQ going into tomorrow, still around all-time highs. Still bullish on this for the midterm. I mean, maybe you could kind of go over to the 4-hour for the NASDAQ and look at it. Maybe something like this. Not the perfect way, but you have definitely 3 touches on the top, 2 on the bottom. Depends how you chart it. I don't even know if I chart it like that, but still bullish on the NASDAQ overall. Anything above 14,200, I'm bullish. Obviously, that's about 4 or 5% to the downside. That could obviously be an area where it pulls back to if we have some sort of bad news that comes out for the market, with the Delta stuff or just some sort of bill or whatever it is. I would just always want to stay above 14,200 on the NASDAQ. For the S&P 500, though, there is a chance of getting triple classic bearish divergence on the daily. We've seen this before. It has led to pullbacks this year. This same type of setup. It's not confirmed yet. And again, it can underperform just because of how overall bullish the macro is right now. But you are seeing, as we're going higher on the S&P 500, you're losing positive momentum on the MACD. So yeah, we'll see. If it just continues running, maybe this does get invalidated. But for right now, there is still a potential for triple classic bearish divergence. That's probably the most bearish potential technical I'm seeing right now for the overall market. Other than that, the ARK looks good. The IWM's kind of neutral. The VIX was up a few percent today, but it doesn't really look too much different. And that's pretty much it for the overall market. Nothing too crazy. The dollar actually had a pretty good day today. But also gold. Very, very rough. I think yesterday it was down quite a bit. Yeah, gold, it got annihilated. Came right down to the 1677 support from March of this year, June of last year. And I think way back in time, it was another level. It was even support in October of 2012. So you did bounce off of a historical support on gold yesterday, but still a very, very big pull over the weekend. I still haven't had time to look up what happened with gold, but pretty rough pull right there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the market. Let me just take a look at this week's earnings. We'll talk about it, and then we're going to talk about Clover. Let's see. So today we obviously had AMC, which we're also going to talk about. We're going to talk about AMC, SOFI, FSR after we talk about Clover. But today we had AMC, Smile Direct Club, Chegg, Workhorse, the Trade Desk. Tomorrow we have Fubo, Coinbase, Upstart, Unity, Pubmatic, and Excella, as well as McAfee. Wednesday, big day for Clover family. We got earnings for Clover on Wednesday. We also have Neo and Wix and Helion. Always happens, every single stream. I try to sneeze, but I can never sneeze on stream. I don't know. Even Blink is on Wednesday, Sonos, eBay, Bumble. So huge day for a lot of mid caps on Wednesday. Thursday, we have Wish, Rocket, Airbnb, and SoFi. So we actually have two of the swing trades having earnings on Thursday. And Friday's a pretty light day, but another huge earnings week. It's not really for mid caps, but this, I mean, not for large caps, but this is a pretty big earnings week for mid caps. So we'll see all that turns into. Let me just take a look at the chat and then we're gonna talk about Clover. Let's get some likes on the stream. We got 50 people in here, only 20 likes. Hit that like button. Let's get to 30 likes right now. Also help me get to 2,800 subscribers if you're not subscribed and you want chart breakdowns for the overall market every night. Hit that subscribe button. So let me just see if I missed anything in the chat before we talk about Clover. Chatterfree says, you've been working hard all day. Remember to take a rest too. Absolutely. I'm gonna have a much shorter stream tonight. It's probably only gonna be like another 25 minutes and then I might get out of here. Brad says, hope everyone had a great day. CPI data on Wednesday. Remember that when trading tomorrow. What else we got here? Vishal says, good DD on CLOV. Let me know if I can't post 2 other DD here and won't do it again. Yeah, probably don't post other DD in my YouTube chat just because I haven't looked at it or anything. If you want, you could run it by mods in the Discord and try and post it there. But what else we got? Also says, money is rotating from large caps to crypto meme stocks and back since last 2 quarters. Can you be surprised? What did I talk about 2 weeks ago? My thesis was a little bit delayed. And again, this could be nothing. This could just be a 1-day thing or a 2 or 3 day thing. But I did talk about this 2 or 3 weeks ago when I was saying that, all right, large caps had a really good run. Now they have earnings. They might kind of have sell the news and we might get a rotation into the names we're hoping for, those mid caps and retail and growth names. We might be starting to see that. Again, you still have a lot more work to do. The NASDAQ is still way higher than has heavily outperformed the ARK and the IWM over the past month, especially, but we'll see. We did look at Bitcoin right at the beginning of the stream. It'll be in the timestamps if you're new to the stream. Every single thing I talk about on the stream does get timestamped. Medi, who is in the chat right now, timestamps everything. And those will be available within probably 20 to 30 minutes after the stream is over in the replay. You just go to the pinned comment and you'll see all the timestamps, or you use the scroll bar and you could see them. Thank you, Joey, for a subscription. And just another reminder, because I know people might have just gotten in, we're not going to be doing taker requests most likely tonight. Maybe I'll do a couple, but again, I'm probably just going to get out of here pretty quickly, really tired. And you know I never say that. A lot of the times if I'm tired, I just kind of push through it, but tonight, like if I'm saying it, I'm actually tired. No name, thank you for the $10 super chat. It's an emoji or a sticker, I guess that's what YouTube calls it. So let's get some vibes in the chat for no name with a $10 tip. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Let's see some vibes in the chat right now. If you're new to the stream, whenever somebody supports what I'm doing, supports what all of us are here for, I always like to give them some vibes in the chat. So thank you, no name, whoever you are, for the 10. But yeah, let's talk about Clover now. With all that being said, good day. Pretty good day. If you watched my stream from last Thursday, if you watched the video I put up over the weekend, can't be surprised that Clover was up 9% today. Definitely did have some help from the overall retail and mid-cap market having a green day, but nonetheless, pretty much had a low of the day at $8.08, and it went above 9 for a little bit after hours, pretty much close to right around 9. So pretty much a 10% move for Clover from the low to the high. Very good day. This should not be a surprise. I've been talking about Clover every single night on stream for the past couple of weeks. I mean, and even before that for the past few months, to be fair. So none of this is a surprise. I already put out the trade idea for Clover. It's in profit currently. You have the hidden bullish divergence on the daily. You have the falling wedge that it broke out of a few days ago. You have the 4-hour bullish crab harmonic pattern that has been triple bottoming, or that it has triple bottomed at, even broke above this range. Like, if you've been watching my streams for the past 2 weeks, none of today should be a surprise. It should just kind of be a relief. Like, it's like, okay, maybe I'm not super crazy saying the same exact thing every single day for the past 2 weeks with the price doing nothing. Finally today we saw a nice move, and again, this is not everything. It's a 10% move. It's nice, but it's not everything. It's not everything I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for a lot more than just a 10% move on this ticker. But we'll see. You know, we have earnings on Wednesday for Clover that can override all the technicals. It could make or break this trade. So you just got to continue managing your risk from a fundamental standpoint. There was a lot of FTDs on Clover that came out or that was reported. Short interest is, I believe, for sure still above 20%. And we got a lot. I think they also have some sort of a conference or some sort of meeting on Thursday that they're presenting at. So yeah, you know, we'll see what comes out of all of this. From a technical standpoint, at this point, you broke above 850, which was the resistance for the past 2 weeks on Clover. That is now your support. You simply just want to hold above 850 tomorrow, the day after that, and you could, you know, have a little bit of a fake out under it. That's always possible, but you're just looking to close the day above 850, and for the most part, or for the majority of the day, hold it. Again, you might have a little bit of a fake out under it on some low volume or whatever, you never know, but you're just looking for it to hold above that. If it is a red day tomorrow. If it's a green day, there's not much resistance until $9.90. There really isn't, you know. It just depends on how much volume we can get tomorrow. Today we did have some, I mean, historically low volume today, but good volume compared to the past 4 or 5 days at least. So yeah, confirmed breakout on Clover today. We already confirmed the breakout of the wedge, but today we confirmed a breakout of the channel it's been in since July 23rd. So you've been within this channel between 790 and 850, you know, for the past few weeks. You broke that today. You closed both 4-hour candles above it. From a technical standpoint, everything is kind of there for Clover. It just, again, like I've been saying every night on stream as well, just depends on if the bulls can step up and if the flow can become a little bit better with all the bag holders. But I was talking to Tar Heel today, and he made the argument that, you know, yes, there are bag holders, which historically might not be the best for a stock because people want to cut their losses, but and this might not be for everybody, but if you take a look at a lot of retail traders on social media and really the sentiment around Clover is like, there may be a lot of bag holders in this name, but a lot of people are actually holding, you know what I'm saying? They're not necessarily looking to cut losses on the 10% bounce. A lot of people are really like, you know, in for a Clover potentially, you know, long term or just for a larger type of move, which again, there's no certainty for, but I'm hoping for, and I'm sure a lot of other people are hoping for. So yeah, you know, that's most of it for Clover. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Pre-market will be a very interesting. 990 is your next resistance. After that, your resistance would be around 1045, the 200-day moving average. Break above 11 and it could go to 13. Break above 13 and it could go to 17. Like, that's when you kind of get into the deeper waters where crazy things can happen, especially when you take a look at the FTDs and the options chain, which is as well loaded. There's a lot of potential. I think the most important thing right now for Clover is simply volume. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Clover. I don't know if the chat just froze or just nobody's talking, but looks like nobody's chatted for a few minutes, so let me know what's up in the chat. Might be falling asleep here. And yeah, that's pretty much the majority for Clover. Now we're going to be talking about FSR, which had a very, very nice move after hours. 1 second in the chat. All right, there we go. Now we got chats coming back in. DF says, is a triple bottom example of consolidation? Not necessarily consolidation, but just pressure. And with Clover, you know, it could be argued as either a range or a triple bottom. You know, you can look at it both ways. But I think it just comes down to holding above 850 because that would be your neckline of a triple bottom as well as the top of the range. So I wouldn't say it's consolidation. It's more of a potential reversal signal than a consolidation. Consolidation is typically more neutral. But regardless, you can also argue the price has been consolidating for a couple of weeks, but it did break to the upside. So it's kind of like I know I'm contradicting myself a little bit there, but that's just kind of how it is. You know, the terms are a little bit subjective there. So hopefully that kind of answers your question. Just another reminder, if you're not in the Discord, get us to 2,000 members in the Discord. The link is in the description. If you're not subscribed, get me to 2,800 subs and hit that like button if you haven't already. And yeah, if you're not in the Discord, you're missing out on education, meeting almost 2,000 other traders, getting my alerts for trades, getting stream alerts, getting paid bots for free, just so much. All you gotta do is click a link and you see all that, as well as intraday updates and everything. But yeah, let's talk about FSR now. pretty wild day for Fisker. It actually went under $14 for a little bit today. The trade got stop hunted, which I didn't even see, and it had a crazy move. You know, it bounced up intraday already, and at the close, the Fisker trade was down 3%, but after hours, it made a very, very nice move. The hidden bullish divergence is still developing on Clover. You're still above 1455. You're still closing daily candles above 1450-ish. As long as you can continue to close daily candles above that, it looks bullish to me, and you're well above that after hours. So basically, I believe that there was I don't know if it was just kind of them holding the same price target or a new price target, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Morgan Stanley already gave out a pretty bullish price target back in, must have been January. I think they also had a $90 bull case when Adam Jonas gave his coverage on it, but I might be mistaken. I literally did not even look at it again. I've been really busy today. I just kind of looked at Twitter and saw what other people were talking about it. To me personally, price targets, they're important. They're good for other people, but for me, I make my own price targets, you know. But obviously there are some very, very smart people at these institutions, and I am a fan of Adam Jonas. I know a lot of people don't like him, but he's made some good calls. He's made a really good call on Fisker in January and on QS in January, just like I did a week before it. If anybody was here, it was crazy. Like a couple weeks before, I put out a trade alert for Fisker and QS in January, and then he came out and then he gave like pretty much like really good price targets. He even gave the same exact price target for QS that I did on my trade. So it was pretty wild. And yet again, the technicals and the fundamentals line up. What a coincidence, right? What a coincidence. You know, if you're new in my stream and you don't understand why I'm going crazy right now, Fisker is kind of where all of this started. It's really the main reason I started streaming. It's been probably my most profitable ticker right in front of Clover. And it's probably also been my most traded ticker as well. It's my favorite stock fundamentally. If you don't know that, now you know. Not financial advice, but I put out about 4 major swings on Clover, and I probably put out like 20 other like mini day trade or short-term swings. But in terms of like true like large target long-term swings, this is probably my 4th. I put out one over here, which was the all-time lows. That's, you know, very, very historic for the whole entire champion vibe. I don't know, I guess origin. But I put out an alert right over here on Fisker around the all-time lows, just like I did for Clover, which we didn't really talk about, but I've talked about it before on stream. Put out an alert on the all-time lows day, or I think maybe the weekend before it or something. And great news came out a few days later. There was the merger as well, and just a bunch of different catalysts came out. Then it ran up to 23, hit both my targets all 3 of my targets of the trade. Then it came all the way back down to 15. That's where I put out the next major swing trade on Fisker, which was the Wyckoff accumulation trade in January. And then eventually a bunch of good news came out, earnings came out, Adam Jonas's price target came out, and it ran all the way up past my targets up to 32. And then it came down and down and down. And this is where I did, I think, miss 1 or 2 swings over here. But they were very, very tight stops and stuff. And it came all the way down to 10 in May. And in May, I put out an alert, a swing trade at that level, right over here. And what happened? You had a good earnings or a good reaction to earnings. And there was like 4 different catalysts in the same exact week that were bullish. And yet again, I put out a new swing trade about a week or 2 ago and another bullish catalyst. Every single swing trade I put out because of technicals has actually been followed by bullish catalysts, apart from the couple that failed over here. But you know, that was a very, very rough downtrend, not only for this stock, but for all of mid caps and EVs and pot stocks and retail stocks. I'm sure most of you remember how rough the second half of February into May was for a lot of those types of names. But it's just crazy. It truly is just mind-boggling to me that on pretty much almost all of the swings I put out, the big swings I put out on Fisker, you've had a catalyst that came out like, you know, not too long. And again, I already love it fundamentally, but I'm mainly playing it for technicals in the short term. You know, I'm looking at it fundamentally for the long term, but I'm using short term for technicals. And I don't know, it's just something about this stock. It's universal. I don't even know the right word to use. There's energy in the air. There's just something. I just feel like it hasn't hit the target yet. It might not ever hit the target of this trade. I mean, actually, how do I put this? I do think eventually Fisker will get to $20 again, but you never know. It might get stopped out before it goes to 20. That's the easiest way to put it. I'm just trying to say there's no certainty of this trade hitting the target before hitting the stop, but it is in profit and it is up nicely. So yeah, with Fisker, I just want to see continue to close daily candles above 1450, which was the support back from January. If this hidden bullish divergence can confirm, that would be optimal. And anything really even more so, anything above the 200-day moving average around 16 bucks is even more bullish, because if it does hold the gains in pre-market, it would be gapping up over that. So yeah, good stuff on Fisker. Trades up, I think, about 10% right now. Hopefully you're enjoying, because not only Fisker, but most of the swings are doing pretty well again after a pretty rough July, probably the worst month for swings since I've started putting out ideas. But yeah, keep hitting that like button. Let's get to 40 likes right now. Hit that subscribe button if you didn't already. Join the Discord, the link's in the description. Appreciate all the support, you know, really do. I mean, the Clover video over the weekend got like 900 views, which is really cool. Thank you to all the new people watching the streams and all that. But yeah, now what I'm just gonna do is just recap the rest of the ongoing trades. Actually, I need to go over two other things. AMC, hidden bullish divergence on the daily, back above 33, and then after hours had earnings. And it was at 35.60 after hours. So pretty much came up to around this level after hours. And that's good. You know, there's hidden bullish, I mean, there's classic bullish divergence on the 4-hour for AMC right now. This earnings could be the catalyst for a reversal. You never know. Maybe it does sell off again, but you have classic bullish divergence on the 4-hour RSI and the 4-hour MACD. So that's pretty good. You have hidden bullish divergence developing on the daily MACD and RSI. Wow. The oscillators have really developed nicely here for AMC, and I haven't really even noticed. You have classic, on both oscillators, you have 4-hour classic bullish divergence. On both oscillators, you have daily hidden bullish divergence developing around the golden retrace at that 0.618 from your low to high. That's very, very interesting. That really is. Now, I don't know if there could be a harmonic in play here. Maybe we can try and take a look and see. I just don't know how exactly. This would be too shallow. Actually, maybe a crab. Let's see. Not really there. No, it's not really textbook. It could be within the ranges, but I don't think it's that great of a way to look at it. Maybe we could try to look at it like this. I'm trying to see if I can get more variables. Let's see if it could be a butterfly maybe. No. So yeah, not much of like a clear harmonic. Maybe I'm missing something, but 36 is the level for AMC. If it can reclaim that level, that was your all-time high from 2015 and roughly 2016. Back above 36, AMC has room to $50. You know, just a question of if you know everything can hold up. I didn't look at the earnings report, so obviously I don't know everything that's going on there, but good reaction after hours, and wow, the oscillators are probably as interesting as they could get. You know, I mean, bullish divergence on both oscillators on both the time frames I look at on the daily and the 4 hours. So you know, I wish there was a little bit more other than just like major divergence. Maybe you could even look at it like this though. A little bit of like a descending broadening wedge, and if it does gap up tomorrow, it could break out of it tomorrow. So really interesting stuff there for AMC. And if you were watching the stream I did with Tar Heel this morning, I believe AMC was on the watch list for the day. So if you watched that stream, you got an idea of what I was looking at. I was also looking at BYND on the stream I did with Tar Heel. That had a pretty nice move today. I was looking at it when it was like at like 124. It made, you know, went up $6 to 130-ish. What else was I looking at on the stream? I think I was also looking at SOFI. Yeah, SOFI could be breaking out of this mini triple bottom range, inverse head and shoulders, like whatever you want to call this little 3 peak bottom or 3 valley bottom. It's above the neckline, which would have been around 1660. So I think we talked about it in the last stream, but you're now above that. You closed a candle above that on SOFI. You have hidden bullish divergence on the daily. From a technical standpoint, SOFI still does look pretty interesting. We've been talking about it for weeks. But earnings are, I believe, what, on Thursday potentially? Just look it up. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Thursday off the top of my head. So yeah, we'll see how earnings go. That'll probably make the decision. I do like SOFI fundamentally. I don't know exactly what their numbers look like, so I guess we'll find out on Thursday, whichever day it is, but this could be big. You know, SOFI had a very nice move in May, had a very bad June and July, but now it could be just trying to curve out at the bottom. And again, if you were here when it was around this 15-14.75 area, I was still very, very bullish on it over here. And I was saying that's where you wanted the bounce, and that is where you're getting the bounce. It's already up a couple bucks since then. So yeah, good stuff right there. We still got a few more ongoing trades I need to cover, and then I'll just kind of talk to the chat. But let me just talk to the chat a little bit first. 5 more likes to hit 50 to hit 40 likes. So it would be dope if we can hit 50 likes as well, though. Also hit that subscribe button if you haven't. We got like 50 or 60 new subs over the weekend, so appreciate all the new people watching the stream. Join the Discord, links in the description. Let's see if I miss anything in the chat before we talk about the rest of the ongoing trades. And just another reminder, I go live every single night at 9 p.m. EST, or every single weeknight at 9 p.m. EST. So you can catch me live again tomorrow night. Hopefully, if I have more energy, which I should, I will be doing taker requests tomorrow night. But yeah, let's see what else I missed. Cheddar Free says departure was due to the crypto exchange shifting its priorities. I don't even remember what that was about. Oh wait, you said Brett from Coinbase resigning. He was the head of Coinbase's capital markets group. Okay. Priorities from digital assets to the article, or from digital. Hold up. All right, let me just repeat all that because you're probably so confused. So Cheddar Free says Brett Redfern from Coinbase is resigning. He was head of Coinbase's capital markets group. Departure was due to the crypto exchange shifting its priorities away from digital asset securities, according to the article I'm reading. Steven M with the $25 tip. Let's get some vibes in the chat. Thank you very much, Steven, for yet another tip. Really appreciate it. I want to see those vibes in the chat right now. And the message was Clover, options, and crypto. Gang, crypto trades have been amazing. Options trades have also been pretty good in the past month, especially. So yeah, I mean, if you're in the premium group, I shared some Clover calls with the premium group towards the end of last week. I don't remember if it was Thursday or Friday. It might even been before that, but at some point last week I shared Clover call option ideas yet again with the premium members, and today they were up, I think, around like 60-something%, at the session highs. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, I can't remember exactly, but I think during this current downtrend on Clover, since the all-time high, I think I'm about 11 for 13 on call option ideas. I've never shorted it. I've never gotten puts on Clover. I've only played calls and shares. And on the calls ideas for the past really 2 months, I think I'm currently 11 for 13, if I'm not mistaken. So they've been amazing. That's probably my highest win rate for options on a single ticker in that short amount of a time frame. But yeah, vibes in the chat for Steven, really appreciate it. What else we got here? Medi couldn't find any harmonics on AMC as well. Yup. Shadrico Suave says, CLOV, great day. All positions were decent. Sold some calls and picked up more shares on some I need to average down on. Alfredo says, this guy is great. Appreciate it. Sunny agrees. Subbed a day or two ago. Cool to see he does lives. Yep, I do lives Monday. Well, in like a couple of weeks, I'm gonna start doing Sundays again. But for right now, I'm live every single weeknight from 9 p.m. EST to typically around 10:30. But tonight it'll probably be a shorter stream. A lot of vibes in the chat for Steven. Thank you again for the 25. Bala, what's up, Bala in the chat says, did the negative crypto portions of the infrastructure bill get taken out? They're still, and I haven't taken a look personally. Maybe somebody else in the chat can help you out, but that was pretty interesting to see that stuff in there. We're gonna see how all this kind of plays out. I believe, things are getting pretty close to wrapped up, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, now what I'm gonna do, thank you for the 40 likes, by the way. Also, if you're not subscribed, I can't remind you enough, that's the best way you can support me. Just watching the stream, subscribing, hitting the like button, helping to grow up the channel. Appreciate everything so much, how everybody here has just continued to support me, for almost a year now. It's been amazing. So really appreciate all of you watching the stream every single night. Even if you're new here, thank you for giving me a chance, right? But yeah, let me just recap the rest of the ongoing trades. If you're also new, I share swing trade ideas with the Discord, with the stream, as I'm about to do right now, on Twitter, and I just like giving updates on them. I don't want to just put them out and forget about them. I like giving updates on them. So just some updates. There's only about 6 tickers I need to kind of give updates on. RES is first. This was the only pretty much actual red one today. This trade's down about 5%. It's finding some support at 373. So that's really your new support. You just want to continue holding above 373. and hopefully it eventually can reclaim above 4 and your classic bullish divergence can eventually confirm. It's just not really having the best price action for right now. So I really just want to see this get back above $4. After that X, this is the big update today. Okay, this is a 3-year cup and handle started in 2018. Today could be the day that it broke out. So this could, from a technical standpoint, today could be the most important day for X in 3 years, which is pretty cool. And just breaking out of the handle is not everything. You still need to break the neckline at $30, but breaking the handle allows you to get to the neckline, so, or potentially get to the neckline. So for the X trade, I mean, definitely also keep an eye on this with all the infrastructure stuff going on, obviously. But really historical stuff. You know, it's been in this handle since the beginning of May, and it looks like it could have broken out of it literally today. So, you know, I've been talking about this one for a while. This trade is up about 7% since the entry, I think, last week. This one I gave out the alert. So this swing trade, again, I'm just being very patient on it. This is a pattern that took 3 years to develop. I have all the time in the world to watch this one hopefully hit the targets. So yeah, nice to see it start up 7% in profit. Hopefully it can hold these gains and just continue this long-term cup and handle. Next up, we got BlackBerry. It was up about 1% today. I thought it could have been doing a little bit better with everything that, you know, AMC and Clover and all those other memes have been doing, but still green day nonetheless. Hidden bullish divergence is still confirmed on the daily for BlackBerry. Not bad. You broke out of the channel. You're still above 960. Really any day above $9.60 for me on BlackBerry is bullish. So you just got to continue holding that. Hopefully eventually it starts curling back to the upside. Already hit the PCZ of a bullish bat. Just kind of going sideways. It looks pretty similar to SOFI and Clover, honestly. You know, dropping for pretty much all of July, and then just going, well, actually dropping from like the second half of June to the first half of July, and then just going sideways for the past few weeks. But that's that. And then Wish could be on the cusp of a breakout. If Wish just gets above 1070 tomorrow, that could be a breakout. Then your next resistance will be like 1120, and then after that, between 1120 and $15 is not much resistance. If Wish can get back above 1120 and hold above 1120, a shot back up to 15 is very possible. Historically, that's all you've done. You've gone straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. So, you know, Wish just needs to, just needs to go up about 7 or 8 more % to get a breakout. I mean, and even from this double bottom, it's starting to look like it's breaking out of the neckline around 1030. So pretty bullish on Wish here, but again, you know, earnings, I don't even remember. I might have already talked about this, but earnings are on the 12th, I believe, which is, I believe, Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. So it really does come down to that. But from a technical standpoint, I just want to see it continue to hold above $9.70. And that's just the really quick way to wrap up Wish. Just look at Wish. You know, obviously there's a lot of retail attention on this name, which could be argued as good or bad. So we'll see what it turns into. I know a lot of people here are also just looking at this as a much longer term play, but hopefully it can eventually break over those levels and see a nice move. DOC, this trade's been out for probably a month now. It's still at the exact entry. I knew it was going to be a long-term idea when I put out the trade, just because of how slow it's been moving, but wow, this is probably the slowest moving ticker I've seen in any of my swings. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's kind of just like cash at this point, but still is within this upsloping channel that it still has been in for the last month. It went up, came back down. It was up 2%, down 2%. Like this ticker just barely has been moving like at all. So I think it really could heat up if it can get back above 19. You could see 19 has been resistant since literally last June. The only time you broke above it, it went up to 20 pretty fast. Even over here, it went up to like 1950, but it's just an upsloping channel. I do view this as a long-term bullish structure. You are making higher lows against the sell wall. It's pretty similar to the psychology of an ascending triangle. I would just like to see us actually start moving. It just, I don't know. And then finally, for the final update on the swing trades, QS. This trade was, you know, pretty rough. It was actually the worst trade on the sheet last week, and today, I don't know if there's a catalyst, but it popped. And the trade is now literally back at the entry, like pretty much to the cent. So, I mean, at the close on Friday, this trade was down like 9%, and then it went up 9% today. So pretty simple way to get the trade back at the entry and not at a loss. Hopefully you can hold today's gains, but I mean, at this point, take a look at this, all right? It's made 3 lows now at 21.39, and now this is the 4th time it is testing 24.51. At what point is it going to break? It's really just been in this range since the beginning of last month, and it's gone back and forth and back and forth. At some point, it has to break, hopefully to the upside. So yeah, that's pretty much the recap for all of today. You know, not too much of a crazy day. Pretty good day for a lot of the swings, especially Clover and Fisker. And yeah, hopefully we can continue to see this type of price action. You know, we have a lot of, you know, important earnings for mid caps and retail stocks this week, so that could change things either direction. But we'll see what all this turns into. Futures right now are relatively just flat. Yeah, for the most part, just flat. Bitcoin is currently at 45.9K roughly. And that's pretty much the recap of the day. We still have 50 people in here, so I don't want to end the stream right now. It definitely has been a long day, but I don't know. Let me take a look at the chat again if I missed anything. Cheddar Free says, who else had a multi-year rounding bottom? AR, I think. There's the Pfizer. We'll take a look at the Pfizer chart, but let's see. There's a lot of them. I think Party as well might have. Yeah, AR. I mean, that's since 2018 as well. Pretty nice. And then there's also, did Party have a really long cup and handle if I'm not mistaken? Yeah. I mean, all right. So I know this kind of looks like a Ronald McDonald chart to be nice, but Party was one of the first like tickers I was trading last summer when I was learning technical analysis, and this is how I used to color up my charts. It really looks like a child's coloring book compared to like how I kind of you know, make my charts now, just very straightforward. I'm sorry, I'm on the weekly, but you know, I just make my charts a lot more straightforward now. But I used to chart like this, so yeah. But yeah, there was like this like pretty interesting cup and handle inverse head and shoulders last summer. This was one of my first like swing trades. That was a really good winner for me. I did not hold it all the way up, but it definitely made a crazy run. And then also we were talking about this a couple weeks ago, but I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this. I think gold also has a pretty long-term cup and handle, but Pfizer, wow. Let me go over to the monthly, okay? I need everybody to understand this. Every single candle on this chart, right? Like you kind of zoom in, each one of these candles is a whole entire month, okay? And now if I zoom out, look at this. This is a 2-decade-long pattern, 2-decade-long cup and handle. And it broke out this month. It broke out like 2 days ago. So wow. It's just, I mean, if you know charts and stuff, you don't see this really at all. It's very, very cool to see it. Pretty rare stuff there. And then there's also, I can't think, oh yeah, gold. Gold has a pretty long cup and handle if I'm not mistaken as well. Yep, you can see right over here, roughly something like this. And this one started in 2011, so gold's cup and handle is about a decade long. And if I just kind of chart it quickly, pretty much something like that. That's the cup and handle on gold. Let me actually save this for future reference. All right, but yeah, just some other, I don't know, just random charts. I guess that's what we're looking at right now. Steven Smoot says Tesla will have a new Megapack plant coming online in California. I think that product is going to get the love deserved in 2022. I mean, yeah, Tesla has been going sideways for a while. I am bullish on Tesla from a technical standpoint. Obviously, anything can happen from a fundamental standpoint, but I do like the chart currently on Tesla with the potential Wyckoff accumulation schematic. Moderna, Moderna crushed it today. Absolutely. A lot of people made some nice trades on calls with Moderna. I saw on Twitter. Crazy move there. Bala says, on the cup and handle for X, do we need the right peak of the cup to be higher than the left side? No, you don't. You could have it pretty much either way. As long as they're somewhat symmetrical, you should be fine with the cup and handle. But you really don't. I mean, for this cup and handle, it's really the same. I just didn't draw it the best. Like the best way to draw it's like this, right? It's like a very symmetrical cup and handle. I just drew like this so that the curved line could fit all the lows. Because if I kind of extend it, like if I extend it back up to the top, then it kind of like cuts out like these lows, which it's just OCD for me. Just a reminder, I kind of got I got like a burst of energy while streaming, I guess. Like coming on to the stream tonight, I had no energy. I was literally in bed, and I just dragged myself out of bed and just sat down here and just started talking. And now I guess I've kind of regained a decent amount of energy. Also, the chat's been really nice tonight, so appreciate that. Mehdi says, you think Pfizer is going to take off soon? Moderna's crazy 18% gain today. I don't know necessarily about soon. I've really only been looking at Pfizer on the monthly chart, so that could take years for the larger moves to happen. I mean, it is overbought on the 4-hour and the daily, so I mean, definitely it is bullish right now. It's just a matter of when things kind of decide to pull back, you know? I just think it's good until it's not. That's like the easiest way to put it. It's not too complicated to me, but Cheddar Freeze, let's go. Let's get vibes in the chat. $10. Thank you very, very much, Cheddar Freeze, for another tip, another super chat. Messages, all the vibes. Coffee on me tomorrow. Thank you very, very much. I also may have had too much coffee today, and I kind of got like a crash from that, I guess. I don't know. I've had, I think, 3 or 4 shots of coffee. But yeah, vibes in the chat for Cheddar Freeze. Not only for the $10 tip and the other tips she sent, but for everything that Cheddar Freeze does. If you're in the Discord, you already know. If you're not in the Discord, first of all, join it. The link's in the description. And Cheddar Freeze pretty much like not single-handedly, but is like, how do I put this? Is like, I don't know, the GOAT of the Discord, carries. I don't want to say carries because there's so many other people in the Discord that are amazing, that help out so much. It's not just Cheddar Freeze, but I think everybody can agree that Cheddar Freeze is just kind of like, you know, outworking everybody, myself included. Cheddar Freeze is always in the chats, giving us all news and updates, and we all appreciate it very, very much. So, amazing team. Thank you, Cheddar Freeze, for everything you do. And thank you to everybody else. I tweeted out today, but I hit 8,000 followers on Twitter, and I tweeted out all the people that have helped me out here, the mods on both Discord and YouTube, all the people that watch my streams, all of you. Everybody in the Discord, everybody on Twitter, thank you all so much for all the support. And I don't care how many times I say it, I mean it. So, yeah, shout out to the GOAT, Cheddar Freeze, in the chat. Probably better than Michael Jordan in his prime, to be fair. I don't know if I'm going to get hate for that, but I believe it's true. I don't know. Let's see. Tar Heel. Oh, Tar Heel's in here. Tar Heel says, I'm dragging too, bro. Second wind, long day. You know, it kind of surprised me. You know, the morning stream we did was great, Tar Heel, but it did surprise me how much energy it kind of, you know, kicking off your day with just talking for the first 3 hours. It does kind of like change, like, I don't know, your energy levels. It's probably something you just have to kind of get used to. I don't know how Coach does it. You know, it's not something I'm used to, but definitely if you do get used to it, I can understand how maybe, you know, could just give you an energy burst or whatever it is. But thank you, IDK, WTF, OMG, for the subscription. If you're not subscribed, that's your reminder. Hit that subscribe button. We're on the way to 2,800 subs. Cheddar Freeze, thank you for dropping the Discord link in the chat. But yeah, I've kind of been charting since like 8 a.m. So, and I chart every single night on stream. So tomorrow we will do ticker requests. But tonight I think I'm just going to clock out for charting for the day. I don't mind talking for a little bit though. If anybody has like any questions, if you're a new viewer in the stream, and you have any questions about what it is that you're watching, or what the FTM is, what the Discord is like, you know, how to understand some of the things I talk about, I guess we'll just do like a mini Q&A session. Not necessarily super trading orientated. I don't know if I can talk at this point, but if you want to ask me about some sort of trading questions, you can, but not really much that I have to like chart on. Again, I'm kind of clocking out for charting for the day, and I never say that. So, you know, if I'm saying that, I'm actually tired. But if you have any just questions that I can just answer by sitting here and just talking, feel free to drop them in the chat. It could be about anything. It could be about life. It could be about trading psychology. It could be about the Discord. I'll stay here as long as you want. I'm just not really trying to chart right now. Hopefully that's fine. Hopefully I don't have to chart. I just want to be able to sometimes just sit back and just talk to the chat and everything, and not listen to this song. Hopefully we can find a better song. All right, that sounds better. Alfredo says, yeah, those types of questions, those are pretty good. Like, Al says, how long have you been doing TA? It's 2021. 2 years, pretty much. Let me think. Yeah, pretty much exactly 2 years. Pretty much exactly 2 years, I believe. And I've been trading for like what? I started trading on my birthday last May. So 2020 May. Last year in May is when I started trading, but I was learning technical analysis for like probably about 7 or 8 months before I even started trading, which definitely gave me a nice head start. Also, it was pretty good timing for me. I turned 18 just after we got out of the COVID crash. So I was able to buy the dip. I was kind of forced to, because that's when I was old enough to start trading, and it was like, you know, not too long after. I don't know if my stream just cut out for a second, but it said it did, and then it just came back. So hopefully it didn't. Looks, I don't know if it messed up. Iran, I think the stream did cut out. We just dropped like half the viewers as well. I think it just turned off and then turned back on. But if you did miss the beginning of the stream, I did say in the beginning of the stream that I'm not doing ticker requests tonight. I do ticker requests every single other night on stream, but just not tonight. I'm super tired. I've been charting since 8 a.m. Hopefully you understand. Every other night on stream, I always look at tickers for everybody in the chat. Also, if you're new here and you're watching the stream, you did miss out a segment of the stream. Not usually, every other single night on stream for half an hour, I just let all of you drop tickers in the chat, and I just give you my thoughts on all the charts for all those tickers, and I usually get to like all of them. So tonight, if you're watching the stream, you're in for a rare stream, because I'm not doing that. So just for anybody who's new, that's something that you actually will get every other night on stream that you're not seeing tonight. Sunny says, Champ, what's your favorite food? Great question. Sushi or lasagna or steak. Probably those are my top three. Sushi, lasagna, or steak. Champion Vibes Tea in the chat says Cheddar Freeze told him to get coffee instead of tea. Maybe I'm having tea withdrawals. I haven't had tea since I got to Miami, so I haven't had tea in almost a month, I think. Yeah, after having tea like every single night on stream for the past 3 months. We did go over the arc in the beginning of the stream. It will be in the timestamps. Also, another thing, after the stream is over, there's going to be timestamps of all the tickers I looked at while I was looking at charts. What we're doing right now will just probably all go under like a Q&A timestamp. Bun says, did you start out slow? I assume you mean about trading. The first few months I was learning about technicals, I did kind of just passively do it for fun, because I was just really interested in seeing where. So basically I got into trading and technicals because of Bitcoin. I already knew what Bitcoin was, you know, all throughout high school, but I was just really interested in seeing if I could find a way to predict where Bitcoin could be going next. So what I did was I went on YouTube one random day. I think it was it was just at the beginning of my senior year in high school. I just looked up on YouTube Bitcoin live. I just wanted to see somebody else predicting Bitcoin so I could try and do it myself, and I stumbled upon a streamer called Mitch Ray, and that's literally where everything started. I just started watching his streams for fun, and I just started learning things without even realizing. I watched streams for probably 5 months before I started trading. Probably even for like 7 months before I started trading. I was watching his streams like literally for fun, just learning about technical analysis and everything, and it just kind of started picking up, and then I started looking at other resources and just trying to chart things myself, and it just all started coming together. And then once I really started charting myself is when I kind of went from taking it slow to like going like full speed, like pretty much from like April of 2020 till literally today. I've just been going full speed, just charting for the majority of my days to try and make money for myself and make money for other people. So yeah, the stream did go off for a little bit. It looks like it just came back on, so we should be fine. Just check one ticker, Vibes. If that is a ticker, we'll just look at it for fun. It's a crypto. We'll take a look at it. Vibes. So it looks like the Vibes are down right now, unfortunately. They were really, really high. I'm on the monthly. Okay, never mind. Actually, still on the daily. So the Vibes are really, really good last November And then why does it only give me November? Oh wait, why does it say November, November, November? And this is not even a daily chart. What is this? Look at this. Look at the dates on the bottom. It goes from November to December to June. It just skips. I guess this didn't even trade for however many months. I don't know. The vibes are weird right now. Have a good one, Nerve. I'm also, oh my gosh, I'm so high up in the chat. Sorry, I have a lot of things to read. I've been like super slow for like the last 10 minutes of reading the chat. Matt says, how do you improve the accuracy to the next level once you achieve 75% accuracy on your trades? I say it's quite a bit. Your accuracy in terms of your win rate is not as important as you think. And that's not financial advice. You obviously want the highest accuracy rate possible. But I personally know people that win about 90% of their trades, 95% of the trades. They pretty much win almost all their trades. I know some people that pretty much do that. And they're not profitable traders. Can you believe that? I know people who win almost all. Did it cut out again? Or did people just leave the stream? I don't know. Hopefully we're still here. But I know some people that lose pretty much all their, win pretty much all their trades, but they're not profitable traders. And the reason for that is because on their losing trades, they give everything back and more. On the 5% of trades they lose, they don't have any sort of stop loss, and they take huge losses, and then they lose pretty much all their gains plus their, initial investment. So in my opinion, what matters more than a win rate percentage is your ability to manage risk. And of course, I'm not saying win rate percent doesn't matter. You should be winning. You should have some sort of a system that allows you to at least win more than half of your trades at a minimum. You should definitely aim for a 60 to 80% win rate. Obviously, the higher the better. If you can get 100%, get 100%. But pretty sure nobody in the world has a 100% win rate legally. The only way you could probably do that is with like insider trading, and I do not recommend doing that. So I definitely think it's important to learn how to manage your risk. I have multiple videos on my channel about risk management, and you just want to be able to put yourself in a position where on your winning trades you make a lot more than you lose on your losing trades, right? If you look at my swing trades, that's how they are all set up. And this is something, again, I learned from Mitch Ray. You want a minimum of a 3 reward to risk on every single trade, where you're potentially standing to gain 3 times more than you're risking. Because if you're doing a 1-to-1 reward to risk on every trade, pretty much the same exact thing as flipping a coin. So do you want to be trading with your own money on a coin flip's probability, or do you want to increase your probabilities for your profit margin, right? And then you tie this with a good win rate, and that's where the profit rolls in, right? But it's not obviously as simple as that. Look at the videos and the course on my channel under the playlist section. No, I like Pizza Balla. I wouldn't say it's my top 3 though. All right, I don't care. You can unsubscribe. You can do whatever you want. But I'm gonna be straightforward. Pineapple on pizza is gross. It's disgusting. I don't know. If you're looking at me in the eyes right now and you put pineapple on pizza, you're gross. You're pretty gross. So yeah, maybe just come back tomorrow night for the stream. You might get a little bit mad at me right now, but I just gotta be honest. KTF says, do you look through Reddit or Twitter often to see like stock sentiment or discover new stocks, or do you kind of like doing your own things by screening and scanning? I do look through, not really Reddit that much. I've actually been looking at Reddit a little bit more recently because of Clover. I've been looking at the Clover subreddit and stuff. But mainly Twitter. I'm on Twitter for a pretty good amount of time every single day, looking up tickers on Twitter and seeing what other people are talking about. So yeah, I do. For Twitter, yes. We lost like 7 viewers when I said pineapple on pizza is gross. So we know who likes the pineapple on pizza. Also, thank you very much for the 55 likes. Pretty much been streaming for an hour. 55 likes is a pretty good number for that. Thank you for all the support. We are only like 10 subscribers away from 2,800. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, we're just about 10 subscribers away from 2,800. So if there's 10 of you, if there's a third of you watching that are not subscribed, you can help us hit that milestone. Just hit the subscribe button. Let's see. There's no way I could. I'm actually still way up in the chat. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I don't know if it's Iran or Iran, but says, good night, man. Looking forward to some option calls this week. We'll see how they go. We'll see if I can find anything. Also, did anybody see the lucid calls on Friday? I don't know. It's like two Friday lottos in a row. I found 400% runners. It's just like crickets. I don't know. Maybe it's just the Lotto Friday format's not really the best for most people, which I actually think makes sense. I think that should be a good thing. You don't want to be gambling all the time, and especially if you are, you want to be doing it with a low amount of money that you're not risking. Lotto Friday is pretty risky, not financial advice, but it's been pretty cool. I mean, I'll try and do it again this Friday, but yeah, on Friday, if you follow me on Twitter, if you're in the Discord, I shared lucid calls that went like 400%. I did share a couple losers as well, to be honest. I think I went 3 for 5 on the recent Lotto Friday, but I obviously haven't talked about it since the last stream, because I haven't streamed since last Thursday. Alfredo says, is there a way to buy puts on my portfolio? I don't want to laugh. But that's just like, all right. That's a horrible thing to say, but it's like so bad that I'm just really tired. I'm sorry. Look, I don't think so. I don't think there is a way to do that, but I really hope oh, I'm so tired. I'm like starting to like lose my mind, but I really hope that whatever, how do I put this? How do I even answer that? I mean, first of all, no, but also if you, what do I say? That just kind of got me at a loss for words, but that made me crack up. I like literally I don't know, my brain just turned off. Like, I don't know what to say. That just, like, you got me. Completely got me right there. I'm just gonna skip over it, awkwardly move on to the next chat. That's all I'm gonna do. Bun says, how do you manage risk since cutting a loss sometimes is counted as a day trade as an options trader? I just cut a loss. For me, that's not really an issue to me. If I need to cut a loss, I cut a loss. Again, everybody has their own style. Day trading options is probably not the most popular way of trading, but that's how I kind of do it. And again, I swing trade. I'm mainly a swing trader, but if I am going to be day trading, I day trade options, which I was talking about for a good amount on Tar Heel's stream earlier this morning, and kind of, how I look at it and my way to kind of go about it. So watch that if you didn't already. But if you're in a position where you cannot be cutting losses on options, you shouldn't be trading options. Not financial advice, but if you have an option play that goes down 50%, you need the premium of that option to go up 100% to make your money back, just to break even before even getting into profit. So in my opinion, from a mathematical standpoint, not financial advice, I think cutting losses is very important sometimes in options, from personal experience. So you kind of have to figure out a way to be able to do that, or wait, or just don't do it. Nobody's forcing you to trade options. They're not for everybody. You have to be in a position, again, trading is chess. You have to be in a position where you have the upper hand. If you're putting yourself right off the rip in a position where the other buyers or sellers have an upper hand on you, you're almost asking to lose. So, and this is a good quote. I think Mike from True Trading Group, which is another channel I watch, said this. Maybe somebody else on their team, but it was something along the lines of, you should not be getting into any sort of a trade that you cannot get out of by the time the day ends, right? You should never be putting yourself in a position where you're being forced to hold something. You always should have the flexibility to do what you want when you want as a trader, regardless of if you're under PDT or whatever it is. If you got to be patient and save up your day trades or whatever it is, that's what you got to do. Most people were there at one point. So, trust me, I personally am not a fan of the PDT rules, but they are what they are at the end of the day. and you gotta find a way to survive. You know, it's the same game for everybody. You gotta outsmart other people. Well, I'm actually not gonna say it's the same game for everybody. There obviously is institutions that have a lot of different, I'm not gonna say regulations, but capabilities. So, but I'm talking mainly about retail traders. KTF says 65 likes. Thank you very, very much. Keep hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button, join the Discord. The link's in the description. Just get to 2,800 subs. Probably be live for another 5-10 minutes and I'll get out of here. KTF says, do you look at level 2 and time and sales on your day trades? If so, any tips on successfully reading for entry or exit? I don't really look at time and sales. Rarely I will look at level 2. The only time I ever do look at level 2 is literally if I'm in a day trade and the stock is testing an exact, and by exact I mean exact support or resistance. If I'm watching an exact resistance level that I'm trying to see the stock break above, that's when I'll go over to level 2, look at the walls, see how many shares are there, look at how the pressure is building to either direction. So the only time I do is like literally if a trade gets to the point where we're touching the exact support or resistance to the cent. Sometimes I want to see if we're sitting on the support that my stop loss is just under. I go over to the level 2 and I see if there's a decent amount of a buy wall there. So that's the scenario where I do. Other than that, not much. Typically, like it only happens on probably 1 out of 5 day trades that I'll look at level 2. We got some pineapple pizza lovers in the chat. The chat was cracking up with that put stroke. Yeah, I did get broken there. I don't know. I just kind of short circuited. I don't know what to say. That one just got me. But yeah, I definitely enjoy doing this. Of course, I like doing take requests for everybody and just trying to help out however I can. But you know, every once in a while, I like to mix it up and just kind of talk to the chat. We did look at Wish earlier in the stream. I just want to see Wish hold above $9.70. It'll be in the timestamps after the stream is over. If you want to be alerted when the timestamps come out, join the Discord. Links in the description. And every night that the timestamps go up, I ping people or ping everybody in the Discord. And yeah. Drizzy said, going back and watch that target stream from earlier today, said you broke down the technical analysis to a matrix level. Yeah, unfortunately I did not get the matrix reference, never watched the movie. So yeah, I mean, I appreciate everything Tar Heel has been doing, and it was a really, really educational, fun time. So if you missed that, go check it out on his channel, Tar Heel Blue. You're spending A1 game right now. Always stay flexible. Lucky was a lesson I learned very early on. Yep. Yeah, pineapples on pizza. Horrible decision. I'm going to get puts on pineapple pizza for sure. I'm going all in on pineapple pizza puts. Horrible risk management, but I'm pretty confident. Ticker champ was halted, says Bala. And Rooster says hang up and get some sleep, bro. Deuces. Yeah, I think we might call it here. Seriously though, thank you everybody supporting me. Thank you for 8,000 followers on Twitter. We're close to 2,000 members in the Discord. I think we can get to 3,000 subscribers this month as well on the channel. It's all up to you, but we'll see. And yeah, thank you for watching the stream. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you to everybody in everything, in the stream, in the Discord, on my Twitter, in Premium. However, you're helping to support me. Thank you very, very much. And I'll continue trying my best to provide to everybody, in the FTM free trading movement. So yeah, thank you for watching the stream. I'll be live again tomorrow night at 9 p.m. EST. Otherwise, you can catch me in the Discord all throughout the day tomorrow, and I'll see you there. Have a great night. Good luck trading tomorrow. And remember, you are disgusting if you put pineapple on pizza. Okay? Peace out.
Shadow under the door, just a trick of the light I've seen before. I can never tell what's real anymore. wanna live my life. I don't wanna burn the whole world down. I just wanna have some fun. I just wanna live today. Don't want to leave here and fade away. Everyone just pays their bills, and I'm getting looks. I can't sit still. I don't wanna set this all on fire. I just wanna live.